Okay, today we are working on the capstone project stage 3, and basically this lesson is for you to write a 300-word essay explaining the process you used to research a career job of your choosing. And before I get into this, I just want to show you something that I did on stage 2. I want to show you a tool that I used to help me create this assignment. And the assignment was email a professional. So back in this assignment, I asked you all to email the human resources department of a company that would hire the type of job or career that you are researching. And then I gave you a template here. And I said, send your email. It can look exactly like mine, and you just put in your name and so forth, and your career here and so forth. But I also wanted to show you where I got this from, how I did not type this up. However, I did type up what I wanted this to say. And so I had an idea that I wanted to look like this, but I just created a rough draft, and I want to show you that what I did here. Let's go back into this tool. This is AI. I wanted to show you how I used AI to help me as a teacher be more productive in my job. Let's see, why is it not letting me? Let's go like this. All right, there we go. And so let me click here first. This is the one I'm referring to that I had for the Capstone 2 project. So here's what I typed in to Poe. I went to Poe.com, which is just an AI. There's loads of AIs out there. I think another one like OpenAI is another one. There's loads of them. So anyway, most of you are familiar with them. You should be starting to play around with them because they're incredibly useful tools to make you more productive and more efficient in what you do. However, you always want to make sure that you reference that you used it, and therefore it's not, quote, cheating. It's not considered cheating if you quote it, if you source it. You say, look, I used this tool to help me write this or create this. Then it's not cheating. So everyone is doing this. Everyone in the world is using AI to help them be more productive, more successful. And so it's silly for you not to use it because then you're at a great disadvantage. And so you just need to source it. So here's what I did when I created that assignment, that email. I said, I'm a high school 9th grade student, Coronado High School. I'm working on a capstone project, which includes researching potential jobs, careers for my future employment. One of my tasks is to interview a professional in the field of my interest. I would like to write an email to a professional to learn more about their career, both the positives and the negatives. Help me craft an email that asks 5 or 6 general questions. Also let them know to reply all to include my instructor. And here's what it gave me. Subject, request for career insights. So doesn't this look familiar? I just went like this. I copied it, pasted it. Now, does it match exactly? No. Then I tweaked it a little to meet my needs. So take a look. For example, I got rid of this. I hope this finds you well. To me, that's extra fluff. I got rid of it. But I kept the rest of it. But look what else I kept. Let's go back to my assignment. I added this. Let's see. Yeah, I added this right here, this first paragraph. And I also added this, Dear Human Resource Representative. And remember, I wrote right here, please forward to the appropriate employee. So I added this to meet my needs. So I didn't keep it exact, but I tell you what, I really liked this, these questions. And also I added official job title. So I read through it critically, and I said, it's really close, and I really like this, and it gave me some great ideas, and it made me more efficient, so I didn't have to type the whole thing. But then I modified it. I included this whole paragraph, and this, and I added this. And then I said, okay, I like it. Now that saved me time. And then I created this for you guys, for an assignment for you guys. So as a teacher, this tool, this AI, made me more efficient in my job, and I was able to create a good assignment for you that I thought that it was well thought out, and it gave you some clear set of instructions to make it easier for you as students to understand what I'm asking you to do. And so I'm just showing you now I want to get to this, okay? I don't want this to be too long of a video, but I want to just cut to the chase. So today, this morning, I get to school this morning, and I made this assignment for you today, this morning. I get to school and I type this out, okay? For this assignment, this 300-word essay. This is just kind of like a rough draft. I'm trying to write an essay that explains my process of researching a potential career path as a registered nurse, because that was the example I've been using this semester for you. And so I explained the process, but how did I remember that we went and used this 16 personalities, the Myers-Briggs? What I did was I was like, what was the process that we did in class? What are the assignments we did? And I just wrote about what we did in class. That's what I did for each of these paragraphs. And then this last paragraph says I sent out an email to a professional. So I'm going too fast here. First of all, the Myers-Briggs, we did that. Now, how did I remember that? I went back to here. I scrolled down and I said, let's see, what did we do earlier when we did the personality test? And I clicked on this one. And then I'm not going to click this because it shows all your names. And since I'm going to post this to YouTube, I don't want your names. But anyway, you guys get the point. I went here, I opened up that assignment, and I went, refresh my memory. Then I went back. So I wrote the first paragraph just saying that's what we did. But I didn't worry about my punctuation, my spelling, my capitalization, all that. I just put it on paper, my thoughts, the process. Because Poe.com was going to clean that up for me. The spelling, the errors, and all of that. I just want to get my ideas in the paper to tell Poe the process that I used, and then Poe is going to clean it up for me. So now here, earlier in the career, the next paragraph, we used a tool called the onboarding at school links. You guys can copy this word for word, right? You can use this in your little your summary. And then, because that's what we did. And so, you guys remember when Miss Linez came in, and she had us go to, let's see here, I'm going to go to Coronado, and she had you guys go to the students. And how did I remember it's called School Links? Well, obviously I remember that, but maybe you'd forget, and you go, I know where we went. It was at the bottom of this student page. Oh yeah, it's called School Links. So then I wrote that. Early in the semester, we went to School Links, and the first little thing we did in there was called onboarding. It asked you a bunch of questions, and it helped match you to a career or a job. Then the last paragraph here, or the next one, sorry. I also researched the average salary range for a nurse, and the different career types. And then I said that working different pay scales and potential nurse the different subcategories that I think I might be interested in, I wrote those down. So I'm explaining my process, but I'm not so worried about it being perfect. I'm just putting down my thoughts on the paper. And then at the end I said, write an essay totaling between 295 and 300 words. I copied this entire thing. I'll let the bell finish here. I copied this entire thing. I went to Poe and check it out. I pasted it. I hit enter. Let's take a look at what I came up with. As I navigate my journey toward a potential career as a registered nurse, I have engaged in several research activities that have helped me clarify my path. Earlier this semester, I took the Myers-Briggs personality assessment on 16 personalities, which identified me as an ESFJ. So that's very clearly worded. And then here's the kicker. Oops. This classification resonates deeply with me, and I'm inherently caring, empathetic, attributes that are essential for patient interaction and providing emotional support in nursing. So there we are. There's the kickoff, the first paragraph explaining what I'm doing. I'm on a journey seeking a potential career path. And why did I figure out it's a registered nurse? That's what the last paragraph explains. Like, this shows that my personality type matches nursing. So therefore, the rest of the paper is talking about my process of researching nursing. It's actually very well written, even though, this is a lot of the AI times when I ask it to ask me to write something, it's very poor and it doesn't give me exactly what I want. But why is this giving me exactly what I want? And it's because of my really good input. So using AI all has to do with learning how to give really good input and prompts. In fact, there's careers in college. You can actually go into a career of how to prompt AI to give you really good answers. I forget what it's called, but there's actually careers out there now that are popping up. And companies are hiring these people that know how to use AI just super efficiently. And there's the point that I'm trying to get at. Use it as a tool. Now, so when you go back in, here's what I would do. I'm going to copy this. Here's what I would submit to me, the teacher, today for this assignment. Copy, but not just this. I'm going to go back to here. So here's what I wrote. Then I'm going to go down here, and I'm going to hit Control V. And what I'm going to do, maybe I would put this at the top. Yeah, maybe I'd put it up at the top, and that would be my essay. But before the essay, I, as a student, I'm going to say, this is the process I used to create this essay, right? And then I'm going to explain. And then I'll put something in here. The following prompt is what I gave AI. And then I would show this. So maybe I wouldn't put this up at the top. And then down here I would say, here is the paper that Poe.com created using the prompt above. Now, is that cheating? No, because you're telling me your process, and you're telling me how you came up with this fantastic essay of roughly 300 words. And I care about the process. I'm going to look at this and say, good job. You put in a really good prompt. You had to do a lot of work to do all of this. And so you're just trying to summarize the work that you did, but you're using the AI to help you write it in a nice essay format. Okay? So now, I'm not giving you permission to do this with other classes. You have to ask your teachers, but most teachers, I think, are going to be good. If you put all this work right here, that's a lot of work. And then you used Poe to help it clean it up. I mean, come on. That's the real world, and that's what everyone is doing right now. So, just wanted to show you how I did this, and I wanted to demonstrate. I'm happy with you guys doing this. Now, if you want to just go straight, you want to take all this info and polish it up and put it into an essay without using Poe, feel free to do it. That's fine. Okay. Now, I'm going to turn on the essay helper, excuse me, not essay helper, the AI helper that Schoology allows. Down on the bottom right corner, you'll find it, and see if you can try to use that to help you write this essay. However, you're going to explain the process, just like I'm doing right now. Why is that not working?